Make your move with holiday deals on the new Peloton cross training bike.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get first crack at it today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Donaldson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
On the move. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Minnesota's offense will take the field for the first time. They'll give it on the inside. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're going to ride this running back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Creates a little room, and they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Quick strike complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he really needed to hold on to that. It was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Donaldson. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Some early movement along the offensive line.
Yeah, that shit's fucking bullshit. Fuck.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Got a man. It's Smith. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Quarterback making adjustments. Red pass, it's complete. The stop was made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the
Oh, these dudes just
line,
fucking
it's threatening to take it in.
This dude's a thumping.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The 18 unit on the field.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They
yeah, pick that, man.
They can take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the grab close to the logo. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion.
The fuck is that?
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And they scoop it up in the end zone. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
That's fucking ass.
Creates a little space. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Smith. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Smith. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick pass on the fly motion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Hard running there. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. He slides that just inside the right upright.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough. Down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose and it was lights out after that. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Look in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Got his man on the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the tailback. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Smith. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. That's a fumble on the foot. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples.
Can't block. Got it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Quick release by the QB. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the political.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You've got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Lindsey. Finds his back in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Grab the short pass to put the
That's
6
crazy
on the
that
board.
fucking we can't lock these dudes down, man. The man with Ohio State.
Relationship between
That's
a
crazy.
QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He misses it.
Grab the bullet pass on third
Fuck
down.
out.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Deep shot for the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just
This
the
fucking
turning
dude
point they
picks it.
needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! The defense with a huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening throwing on first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw, it's
fuck.
Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing.
And it's
Yo, these dudes just fuck.
maybe breathing a little life into this team.
All this
Never
shit
really
up.
got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Rushes on him. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And the extra point was good. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the corner. Got the first down and more. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout.
Yo, St. Clair
The
sucks.
pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Passes in.
Wow,
The clock is down to 9.
No big surprise there, right? We're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Plenty of fireworks in this one.
Mm-hmm.